my bookish friends, and welcome to Monday. I am just about to start writing. It is about almost 2 o'clock, and I'm about to start writing. I'm not really sure how to do this vlog because I'm still working on sort of like the first-ish draft, and I don't tend to do word counts. I know that a lot of writers like to work with word counts, so they will measure how much they've done in a day by how many words they've written and stuff like that. However, I don't tend to do that because I find that there's a bit more, I think especially in the early beginning stages, that puts a bit too much pressure when I'm writing, that I have to only write to this certain amount, and I find that limiting. So I just sort of go by, I want to get this chapter done, get that chapter done. You know, that's kind of how I work, opposed to actually doing it by word. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to whether that's going to make this interesting or not. I don't know. But yes, so let's get started. This draft is coming together quite nicely. I should probably explain, this is a brand new series that I'm currently working on, different from my last releases, the Dragonheart Chronicles. This is a whole new series, which I can't really say that much about just yet. So I am excited to be working on something new and getting really into it. But to be fair, it's going quite smoothly. It's just got a few little teething problems, but we're only in like the early drafts, so we don't need to worry about that just yet. So let's get writing. And I've just realised you can see all the mess of my space behind me, but ignore all that. Let's get writing. Today is not quite gone to plan. It's just not quite working. is Wednesday. Bake Off was yesterday. So therefore, it is Wednesday today. I am telling the days of the week via Bake Off. That is how my calendar works at the moment. So, I didn't really do like a talking to the camera one yesterday, but actually yesterday was a much better writing day than Monday was. Monday ended up being, to be fair, it wasn't too bad overall. It was a bit of fixing and a bit of, not necessarily lots of actual like writing. It was more about fixing and tweaking a few things in the end, so it didn't turn out as badly as I thought it was going to go. And then yesterday was quite a lot better. I did pretty good. Like I said, I don't work to word count. Mine was just about, I got the chapter that I wanted done, and now I'm in a place where I can move forward and progress more with the story. And yes, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I apologise if this is not a very exciting vlog. I was trying to think of, I was trying to think of ways to make it like a bit more exciting. Like I was like, oh, should I go out somewhere and write and something like that? But like, I'm gonna stay and work as I usually do. This is kind of like this is very much the reality of being a writer. It's not particularly that, how do I word this? Writing is often quite romanticized, but in reality, when you are working as an author, it is not particularly that kind of romantic of a profession. So, let's see how today goes. So I have ended up having a really good writing day, and I have not filmed much for it because, well, I was writing. So yeah, I ended up just, not until later, it's been a kind of a weird writing day in many ways, because it's actually been in a lot of blocks rather than having one set, I don't know, time and going, right, here we go, right, and let's just get it done. It's sort of been throughout the day. I've just managed to actually write a lot with lots of little kind of gaps in between, doing different bits and pieces, and managed to absolutely like smash it. And I'm like nearly there with where I wanted to be. And actually I don't, like I said before, I don't actually normally at this just kind of early draft stage, I don't tend to do like checking word counts and stuff like that, because that just doesn't work for me. That feels too much like back when I was at uni doing my essays and my dissertations. I just felt like I can't deal with that stress when I'm writing. I just want to write. I don't want to have to think about it. However, today I can say that because this was originally a blank document, I do know that I have written nearly 3,000 words today, which is pretty good. Yeah, and it's at a good point too, and I'm feeling so much better about it than I was on Monday. If you're wondering why and all of these things I'm sort of like leaning forward, it's because I don't really have a good spot on my desk to place my camera, and so I actually need to duck down so I'm actually in it. Otherwise, if I actually sit at full height, I'm out of it. So I'm sort of just leaning forward on my desk. So, and what time is it? It's actually 9 o'clock. But I think I'm going to write a little bit more, but I'll probably just write whilst watching stuff, because sometimes it's quite handy having like stuff in the background. So sometimes I put on vlogs. Often I actually just put on like, so I really love K-pop. If you've seen any of my like wheelchair dance routines, you'll know this. But so I sometimes literally just put unboxing videos on like the side, just so I've got like background noise that isn't music. Friday now, and I'm just about to start writing. It's about 2 o'clock. I kind of was doing some stuff for YouTube this morning, so I didn't get around to writing yet. So, yes. I'm just kind of, my aim for today is just to finish the chapter that I'm working on, and then to actually just plan some stuff out for where it's going after this, because I'm sort of a mixture. Like, I do plot stuff. Obviously I am a bit of a plotter, but I'm also not, I don't plot to the point where this is the structure you're going to do and you do not waver from it, because I find that writing has a mind of its own sometimes, and so new ideas come in and I'm just kind of like to thread that into what my overarching plot is going to be. So yeah, I think it's trying to get this chapter done and then do some more planning and plotting is probably what I need to do today. So yes, let's get to it.